Hello, hello, hello. Have you wondered what is so special about those people who get promotion after promotion and promotion after promotion when you've been in the organization for 5, 7 years and you've only gotten one promotion? What makes those people who get hired by overseas recruiters and employers, people who just know how to work the game and you think, yeah, they play dirty, they know the corporate game? No, 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 no. Instead of being bitter about people who are really, really making it in their space, in their industry, those people are building their personal brands. That is the difference between you and them. If you're not accelerating as quick as you want to, if you're not getting to where you want to get to the way you do, it's because you haven't been intentional about building your personal brand. And today I want to talk to you about not just building any brand, but a purpose-driven personal brand. I'm going to tell you why it's important, and I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it. Are you ready? Let's go. The number one thing that a personal brand helps you with is that it helps you build credibility and it shows your authenticity. Let me tell you something for free. People are drawn to people who are true to themselves. When you come on any platform, whether it's either online or offline, people are just drawn by who you are if you truly portray as the person that you really are. Because building a professional brand on authenticity just shows how sincere you are, how genuine you are, how real you are. I was actually debating with the guy behind the camera that I want to come back here and say, oh, guess who's back? Because I'm dorky. And I want people to know that I'm dorky. When you see that dork, you're like, oh, she's standing on business, but she's also happy with who she is. And she's not afraid to show that. I want you to be very authentic and to build credibility. In the online business space, there's a factor called know, like, trust. Your people, before they can ever trust you to buy from you, they first need to know you. Who are you? What makes you tick? What makes you happy? What do you have to say? Then they need to like you, because nobody does business with people they don't like. When I say business, I'm talking even in your corporate job. And then they can trust you because they know you, they like you, then they trust you, and then they'll give you money. Because trust is what keeps people connected to you. When people connect to you and who you are, then they can go the extra mile for and with you. Number 2, differentiation. The marketplace is crowded. I don't know how many coaches there are in this world. I don't know how many people speak on purpose, but having a purpose-driven personal brand really helps you to stand out and to be set apart. So you need to be very clear in communicating what you stand for, what your unique value proposition is, and the impact you strive to make. Nobody cares about the fact that you're trying to make money. Nobody cares about the fact that you're smart. What impact are you driving? What is your unique value proposition? And yes, you may be hired and you are one of many analysts, one of many specialists, one of many managers. But what is your unique selling point? What is it that makes you stand apart? And if you're able to build a personal brand on your purpose, it really, really sets you apart. What differentiation also does is that it helps you attract opportunities that align to your purpose. So you don't just say yes to everything. You don't just say yes to anyone. You vet. Does this align with who I really am? Does this align with my purpose? And then you can say yes to that opportunity. All right. The third thing that building a purpose-driven personal brand does for you is that it helps you live out your passion and be fulfilled. You pursue work that is meaningful to you and that is fulfilling. Doing any kind of job feels like a betrayal to yourself. But when you're very clear on what your purpose is and you establish a personal brand based on that, you easily attract and you go after any role or any project or any task that is truly meaningful to you. Because at the end of the day, you want to do work that you're passionate about. You want to do work that motivates you. It shines through. If you're doing work just because you can, just because you're competent, we can tell. You can tell because it leaves you feeling demotivated, but those who are higher up and those around you can tell that you're just doing it because you're getting paid for it. As I said before, the passion shines through. So that's why you really want to do work that aligns with who you are. Again, building a personal brand that is sitting on the bed of your purpose is that it helps with consistency and coherence. Listen, there is nobody as inconsistent as somebody who doesn't really know what they are doing and why they are doing it. But when you're clear on, this is my mission, this is my passion, this is my goal, you are able to be consistent. And let me talk about coherence for a moment. People don't like someone who, today you are talking about hairbrushes, tomorrow you're talking about the stock markets, the next day you're talking about grooming your cats. Like, what are you about? What are you known for? What is the mission that you're on? So when you build that personal brand, you're able to communicate your thoughts. You're able to establish yourself as a leader, because whether it's on LinkedIn or whether you're having coffee dates with your colleagues and your potential mentors, whether you are on the street, whatever you do, whether you're writing articles or vlogs or anything that you're doing, the messaging is the same. There's no figuring out or guessing who's, and Kakumpumi, what is her specialty? So it's very, very important that you communicate a clear message that reinforces your brand identity and makes it easy for people to understand who you are. All right? That is why it's important to build your personal brand. Now, let me teach you how to go about doing it. First and foremost, get clear on your purpose. And I feel like I say this all the time in all my videos, but just get clear on your purpose. What are your values? What are your passions? What are your strengths? And what is the impact you want to make? I think 2 videos back, I shared a framework that I use with my clients inside my program. And it's basically a Venn diagram if you've done maths. But it's those bubbles where you have your problem that you're solving, your prowess, your passions. And at every point of intersection, you get clear on who are my people? What is it that I offer to them, and in what manner am I speaking to them? That's where you get your purpose sweet spot. So get your purpose sweet spot that speaks to, these are my values, these are my passions, these are my strengths, these are my talents, and this is the impact that I want to make. When you define your professional purpose in clear and concise terms, people can come onto the bandwagon with you. All right. The second thing is, craft your story. I love doing this exercise with my clients because they really feel like they are in charge of their own destiny, because they're able to articulate where they've been and what that journey helped them with. A compelling narrative will help communicate your journey. It will communicate your experiences, and it will give the motivation behind your professional brand or your personal brand. Please craft that story. Almost all my clients that came across me or that actually invested in my program said, when we heard you share your story, we were like, oh my gosh, this is my story. She needs to help me because I shared my journey, so I will understand what their journey is. Okay. So apart from getting clear on your purpose, craft your purpose story. The second last thing is identify your target market. Who do you want to reach? Whether it's your stakeholders in corporate or even the clients that your corporation helps, or in your business or in your academia or in your creative pursuits, in your nonprofit organization. Who are the people you are serving? Because this will help you tailor your message. The way I speak to my 11-year-old niece is not the way I speak to my 30-year-old friend. The messaging is different because I understand who I'm speaking to. So you need to consider, what are their needs? What are their interests? What are their preferences? And then will you be able to reach out to them in a way that is meaningful to them and that will be impactful for them. And finally, showcase your expertise. I'm going to say that again. Showcase your expertise. Your work will never speak for you. People sit back and think, oh, I'm great, and they'll come. Nobody will come. You need to showcase what you are good at. You need to showcase yourself as a thought leader or as an expert in your field. So share valuable insights, share your knowledge, and share your accomplishments, because people need to know. When people go to any of your profiles, they need to see what you're about and what you're great at. It's one thing to be good at something. It's another thing to demonstrate to people just how good you are. Okay, so create content, participate in relevant discussions, engage with others in your industry, just so that you can establish yourself as a person who knows what they are doing because they do it well. All right, so I'm going to rehash those quickly again. Clarify your purpose, craft your story, identify your target audience, and showcase your expertise. Your work will never speak for you. You need to speak for it. I also go over the importance of building that purpose-driven or purpose-established personal brand, is that it helps you come out as authentic and it gives you credibility. You're able to differentiate yourself. It brings out your passion and it gives you fulfillment. And finally, it helps you be consistent, and it helps with that coherence of this is who you are, this is what you're about, and this is what you're great at. So instead of envying people who are making it really big, if you want to attract those opportunities and go to those places and be sought after and be the it person, please be intentional about building your purpose-driven personal brand. And if you want help, please click on the link below, get on a discovery call with me, and let's start building your brand together. Until next time, adios.